Jai. Prabhu, all the activities in Goloka are pure in the same sequence as I see them in Braja. Goswami. Yes, they all exist there in the same order, but without the divisions based on Mahika conceptions. However, all such Mahika conceptions have their own supremely pure spiritual origin, which I cannot explain. This you can understand only by the power of the bhajan. Very interesting. Also, I was reading yesterday in the same book, Jaiva, Dharma, that the higher spiritual truths, they cannot be understood. Our rational mind should retire from that. It should give free flow to our heart, to our feeling, to our faith. And here again it is said, he said, I cannot accept it. This you can understand only by the power of your bhajan. Now, bhajan you may think is sitting down and singing the bhajan. But that's not only bhajan. The whole devotional life is bhajan. How you get up, how you go to Mangal Arti, how you chant your meditation, how you pray when you do your Gayatri, how you eat your food, what respect you have for the food, how you relate to your family, how you are compassionate with others, how you try to make different ways and means to convert others to divine consciousness. All this is also part of bhajan. Bhajan means prayer and it means service. Two things. They're both part of bhajan. So if it all depends, the deeper realization, they all depend on your bhajan. That is between you and Krishna in your heart. Another person he may not know. Some person may be lying in the bed and his prayer may be so deep because he's sick that his bhajan is first class. And another person, he may do all the ceremonies nice, he's dressed nicely, has his tilak perfectly put, everything, but his mind is somewhere else. Then his bhajan is not that high quality as a person lying in the bed and crying, Krishna, Krishna, without you I'm nothing. So we don't know the quality of the bhajan just by looking. We say, oh, just like yesterday, what's his name?
Bhadra Ramanu, see?
Rambhadra. He said, I like the people who are looking for the sadhus, not for the ones who have lots of money and lots of opulence. We're just looking for a sadhu, for the association of the sadhu. So bhajan is like that. It's not, you cannot say, oh, this bhajan is very good because this is the biggest camp. Like in kumbhamela, different people compete with the big and beautiful camps. But the purity of heart and the profoundness of the bhajan realization cannot be seen by the opulence. Otherwise, material opulence you can find in many places. Like if you go to North Korea, they don't believe in God. They're officially atheistic country. We're not allowed to practice any spirituality. But their buildings to glorify the president of the country, oh, any one of the kumbhamela palaces here, they are nothing against what they are doing for glorifying the communist leader. So, just by the external show, you cannot say anything. It may be complete, like if you think, I go to the richest one because then I have the most coffee. most comfortable life. But Krishna consciousness is not about comfort. We did not come to Kumbhamela for comfort. We knew it will not be very comfortable. But Krishna is so merciful. He has given us this wonderful tent here by the Vishma in Parishad. They have given us this shelter here in Kumbhamela. But it was Krishna's arrangement. When we left Vrindavan, we did not know where we were going to sleep.
The places what people promised would never come to us.
Right,
We were supposed to stay nearby this Sangam.
right. So, spiritual life is not about comfort. It's not about prestige. But of course, if there is people giving Harikatha, like Ramabhadra Maharaj, he was giving Harikatha yesterday, so beautiful Harikatha, so incredible ability of glorifying Sita Ram, Krishna Balaram, the whole, he was talking about everything, you know, and for hours and hours, without putting his arms down. I was very impressed. One arm he was keeping up and the other was saying, come on, get it.
So
Get it.
when he wants to play music, he asks the tabla wala to give the signal that you will play on tabla.
Oh, this directs the music.
Yes.
It was very impressive. The blind man, of course, his vision is much more than the vision of anybody else. But I'm saying you cannot judge by external things. You will be misguided. So, this you can understand only by the power of your bhaja, vijay. The whole of mundane existence, prapancha, becomes completely dissolved at the time of the universal dissolution, Mahapralaya. So in what sense is Raja Lila eternally present? Very interesting question. Goswami, Raja Lila is eternal from both the prakata and aprakata perspective. The present perception, samprata pratiti, of Raja Lila is eternally existing in one of the unlimited universes which revolve in cyclic order like a wheel. A particular Leela now present in one Brahmanda appears the next moment in another Brahmanda. Thus, that particular Leela is Aprakata Leela in the first Brahmanda, but it is present in the next Brahmanda in Prakata Leela. In this way, all types of Prakata Leela are eternal. Even in the Aprakata state, all the Leelas are eternally present. Vijay. If the Prakata Leela occurs in all the Brahmandas, does Vrajadam exist in each Brahmanda? Goswami. Yes, it does. Goloka is self-manifesting phenomenon which is present in every universe as the abode of Krishna Leela. Goloka also manifests itself in the hearts of Shuddha Bhaktas. Vijaya. Why does Mathura Mandala remain manifest in a universe where the Leela is non-manifest? Aprakata. Goswami, the Aprakata Leela is eternally present in the Dham, which remains to bestow mercy upon the Bhaktas who reside there. That day's discussion drew to a close. While returning to his residence, Vijaya Kumar repeatedly meditated upon his seva in Ashtakaliya Leela. Thus ends the 31st chapter of Jaiva Dharma, entitled Madhurya Rasa Vichara. Swakiya Naika is Krishna Swarupa as Madhura Rasa Nayaka. Sri Chaitanya Manu Vistam Stavitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kanamayam Dadati Smaparantika. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasani Gaura Bhakta. Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasani Gaura Bhakta. So this is a very, very interesting information. My God, we are talking about modern science. And modern science has just recently come up with the comprehension of the multi-universes. That is not old. This is quite a new discovery, the multi-universes.
The what?
But
Multi-universe.
multi-universes. So,
Okay.
here, from the Vedic saints, we are getting information not only that there's plenty of universes, but there's creation, pralaya, destruction, creation, next day of Brahma, pralaya, and finally Mahapralaya. When Mahapralaya takes place, then Uloka Vrindavan Leela manifested in another universe. This conception is like Fritjof Capra. He said, he was a great physicist. He said, nothing in the world comes close except the Vedic culture to any scientific understanding. Look, the Christians, they think the world was created 5,000 years ago.
New NASA video has come. It says the Krishna kingdom used to exist 32,000 years ago.
Yes, the cyclical changing of Leela from one place is just mentioned here now. The Lord appears where his devotees are. So, Prakat, Aprakat is always present because he's also in form of Paramatma. But it also clearly says here, we cannot understand this. But just the idea that the Krishna Lila transfers from when one Mahapralaya comes, that means a long time of no manifestation. That time Krishna keeps playing in another universe. Always he's active, not only Krishna, but all his devotees, all his Lila is always present. Not only Krishna Lila, Rama Lila also, Gaur Lila also. All the beautiful things.
And beautiful thing said by the Bhadracharyji yesterday. He said, my address, Krishna's real address, if you want to find Krishna, he stays in the hearts of the devotees.
So therefore, these science of today, the modern science, they are discovering something of these dimensions which are going beyond and beyond and beyond. But the Vedas, they have given this beyond and beyond and beyond in the first sentence, no? Just like in the very beginning when it says the Supreme Lord appears as the son of Vasudeva and he comes and brings the divine into our vision. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jadvadhyasya yatvanayam vitarataschatisya nityasvarat dene brahmadi adikaveye muyanti yatsurayaha tejo bali bidang yata vinimayo yatrati sarvumeshaha damna svena sadavirasta uhukam satyam param dhimahi. The first information given in the Bhagavatam is that this knowledge was revealed by the Supreme Lord in the heart of Brahma. Adi Brahma began.
ser creado Abraham.
Then Brahma made
Brahma.
the cosmic.
Él creó la creación cósmica.
And everything, you know,
Y todo lo que nosotros sabemos.
like here we see there's a tent city.
Ahora vemos que hay una
Kumbhamela is like
ciudad
a
de
tent
carpas.
tower. And all this is manifesting
Todo esto está manifestado
within a few weeks.
en unas
Everything is
semanas.
dismantled.
And then everything disappears. This is unbelievable.
Esto es increíble.
And it seems the 38 crore people have visited Kumbhamela yesterday. Yogi ji said. By yesterday, 38 crore people. Means how many millions? 380 million people arrived.
Dice que ayer fue el día de Diana, dijo que hasta ahora ya habían venido 380 millones de personas.
What?
Narendra Modi is visiting today. Sangam.
Prime Minister of India.
Today is coming?
Yeah.
Sangam.
Where?
Yes. Sangam.
El Modi va a ir hoy al Sangam.
What is the time, sir?
प्रयाग में रहते हैं। क्या नाम क्या है आपका?
It is your birthday today?
No, he's 165. अपना नाम बताइए।
Yeah, one place. Akhilesh.
अखिलेश।
Yeah.
प्रणाम।
Akhilesh is my full name.
अखिलेश
Not
यादव।
Akhilesh Yadav.
Correct, अखिलेश यादव।
No. I mean, only name.
क्या करते हैं?
So it's very auspicious that Modi ji is coming today.
He is a local lad here. Mandali has brought him here. He went outside and then he found him. So he's brought him here. That's it. So he came to see you. Do your darshan.
He's German.
Wonderful. So I'm very good news. Yesterday we met with Yogi Adityanath. He was in the camp of Ramandra Acharya. He gave some words and very short and then he left.
He said 380 million people are armed anywhere in the population of the lot of countries.
And he didn't have time to stay for a 4-hour class because Ramandra Acharya spoke 4 hours.
No, he came to address the fake narratives broken, and he wanted to disclose the truth. So he uttered the people's bins and whoever is putting allegations against them, he had put forth the ball into their court. He said, you are the ones who are miscreants to the program because you could not tolerate our success, the opposition politicians.
Then you live here in Allahabad?
He's born here.
Prayagraj, excuse me.
I know about Swami Karpatri Ji Maharaj. Swami Karpatri Ji Maharaj.
यही पास में उनका कैंप है। करपात्री जी का यही कैंप है।
He eat by his palm only, not any pot fighting.
Who?
करपात्री जी महाराज eats whatever comes from his two hands.
Come solo lo que
How is possible?
In the sense,
How is possible? Indian people never eat with the left hand.
not left hand, but whatever is like.
So he is eating only from one hand.
No, when you collect the hand, when you collect the food, the food comes here. And whatever is. नहीं खाते हैं
No,
यार?
only whole days. Only for whole days.
One day, whatever is available in these two hands, he only
Oh,
eats that.
what he can hold
One
in.
time, yes.
solo
That's the only food he consumes.
y se come
Who
solo
is your Gurudev?
manos así, una sola vez al
Swami
día.
Karpatri Ji
वो
Maharaj.
आपके गुरुदेव है?
No, see, he is my neighbor.
Your
Neighbor.
neighbor.
Yeah. Only difference is only 3 kilometers.
आप हिंदी में बात करें।
Solo 3 kilómetros de diferencia. Sí, quería 3 kilómetros.
उसमें से है वो अंग्रेजी में।
Perdón, Gurudev.
1, 2, 3, 4 लोग अंग्रेजी नहीं समझ खाली इसको अंग्रेजी आती है।
And what is your profession?
¿Cuál es su profesión?
I'm web designer in computer application.
Acha.
Yeah.
Es diseñador de aplicaciones.
Left side developer.
Pero ¿por qué le cortaron
Very
la
modern
clase?
profession.
Muy buena
It is a
acción,
modern
caballo.
profession.
Yeah.
Yes.
Professional website.
Gurudev, continúe con la clase.
It has been taken over by.
Yo puedo decir, okay, Gurudev, please you continue with Harikatha. Now we will all keep quiet for a little bit, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Professor Ram has given to us this message to talk about jaiva dharma today. And he has given us this understanding that the Krishna Lila, prakat or aprakat, it is always present somewhere. God is always there. That the real essence of this is this God is always there. You may see him or you may not see him. Just God is in our heart. Krishna says, Sarvasya Jamrite Sani Vishnu, Matasmiti Jnanam Upranam. I'm in the heart of everyone. But one doctor in Germany, he was reading Bhagavad Gita. He was heart surgeon. And he said, I opened more than 400 hearts in my life. I didn't see any Paramatma inside. This is only fiction. You cannot see Paramatma with a knife. You cannot reach the Lord because he's living on the higher dimension. Krishna is omnipresent. It's so obvious. I mean, of course you need faith for that. But how is this body breathing while I'm sleeping? How is the blood running through my veins without me pumping? How are all my senses connected with my mind to acquire some information and for changing my life? All these things, there's such an incredible amount of proof of the intelligent designer. Really, it's all about an intelligent designer. And the intelligent designer, they look at your website, but they don't see you. But they see you in your website. You see the big painting, you do not see the painter. But if somebody says, oh, this painting, this came about by itself, then it's just nonsense. So, the Supreme Lord, He's always with us. And He says in Bhagavad Gita, for one who sees me everywhere, sees everything in me, I am never lost to Him, nor is He ever lost to me. Now, this becomes enhanced. Enhanced quality when it manifests as Ram Lila, Krishna Lila, Goda Lila, Narshinga Lila, and so many others. Mahapurushas, also the Lila of the pure devotees, is also part of the glory of the Lord. I would say there's even a kumbhamela Lila. In order for all the sages from all over India coming, they're coming from the Himalayas, they're coming from South India, and nowadays they're coming from South America, they're coming from Australia, all to what a mystical attraction, what a mercy. So, in other words, if we look at it, and God is always there, and if you want to see Him, you have to become very eager for that, very anxious. This is called lauliam lalashamai. That you're so eager to see Him, and somebody says, okay, come, there's a mountain of gold is here for you. You say, I don't want gold, I want to see my Lord. Oh, there's the most beautiful apsaras. They're all waiting to give you some massage, make you joyful. No, apsara. I want my Lord. If that intensity is there, if that, then Krishna will not hesitate to make himself visible. But if that takes place, that will remain a hidden secret.
Yesterday, Rambudracharya told one story in the
Yes,
same.
please.
If you want, because I couldn't tell you the translation.
Yes,
And the same story was taught to me when I was 4 years old by my grandparents in Dwarka. So, the Rukmani was taking bath in a beautiful pond in the water. And there was Bhomasura and Narkasura who had captivated and kidnapped 16,100 girls. And they were all stolen. He killed either their father or the husband or brothers. He killed all the men to get those women. And he had kept them in the palace. This was known as Bhomasura, Narkasura.
yes.
The moment he saw the Rukmani, Rukmani said that, he said, I want to marry. He said, I am Narkasura, I am Bhomasura. He said, what do you do? He said, I have 16,100 girls. I will make all of them your slaves. You become the chief, Rani for all. And you will handle. Because you're so beautiful, they've done nothing in front of you. He said, I'm already married to Krishna. So you'll have to, talk to Krishna about it. I mentioned that this is what I am, and nobody can kill me. I am the supreme power on earth. Then Rukmani was very intelligent. She said, how do you, somebody wants to kill you? What are the processes? Then he explained the process. He said, this is how I can be killed. Then she went and told the Krishna about the secret, how he could be killed. It was Satyabhama who had a lot of powers in Jambandi. So Satyabhama, accompanied Krishna for the war against the Narkasura. And he killed him. And all the 16,100 the wives of 16,100, 8 wives, only 8 wives, and 8 wives had married Krishna. Krishna never wanted anybody. So the 8 wives plus 16,100. They said, all of you are free women, please go back to your home. They went to their home back and they said that even if you spend 1 second with Bhomasura or Narkasura, we will not let you enter the village. Then they said, now how do I do? He said, Rukmani, Satyabhama, all Astapatrani, you decide what should be done. Then they proposed that you marry all this 16,100. And whoever was not accepted in this society, the Krishna had to marry 16,000. That's how the 16,108 Ranis were with Krishna. This was his story yesterday.
So what was the secret Bhomasura said how to kill him?
No, that he explained, but I couldn't catch it.
Okay.
I know where is it.
Tell us.
So Narakasur, he did so much worshipping, and he said that only his mother can kill him. That was the bone he got. Only he can be killed by his mother. And he is the son of Mother Earth and Barahadev. So he's so powerful because he's the son of Supreme Lord. When Barahadev rescued Bhumi Devi from the ocean, he got in love of Mother Earth and made her a baby, just with the Z, and that was Narakasur. So when later on Krishna is going to fight to rescue all these girls, who is riding the chariot is Satyabhama. Satyabhama is manifestation of Bhumi Devi, Mother Earth. So they went there and they fought, and the Narakasura could not defeat Krishna, Krishna could not defeat Narakasur. But at some moment, Narakasur was attacking so strongly. Then Satyabhama, she felt so much like afraid, and she took the arrow and arch and started also to fight Narakasur to protect Krishna, and she killed him.
Wow. Satyabhama ki.
Jai.
Is it in Krishna book?
I have no But I knew that there was some secret. That secret is not.
The secret was Satyabhama.
No, Rukmani
Only
knew
his
this.
mother can kill him.
Rukmani knew the secret, which was told to Krishna. Krishna made this as a rule and killed Gargasura.
Now we have full Okay. So the Vedas are alive. Here in Kumbhamela, the Vedas are in every tent. Everywhere the talking is going on. Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, Puranas, Ramayana, Chaitanya Charitamrita, all the transcendental scriptures glorifying the Vedic truths is all recited in the Kumbhamela. Therefore, also Kumbhamela is some location which will always be there where the holy Ganga and the holy Yamuna meet together with the Saraswati. I think this also shifts in other universe. I must say it's my speculation, but I think without Ganga, nothing is going on in Krishna Lila. So
I went to one more pronounced spiritual leader, and he said there is one Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati within us. Did you heard this story?
tell us.
Okay. So this knowledge what you're sharing is also part of Saraswati. So that's called Jnana Ganga. The Jnana Ganga within your heads, the knowledge, the truth, which is in all of us, is also a flow, a kind of a river. So from your mouth and from the listener's ear, the Saraswati river is floating.
The Triveni means Ganga, Yamuna, and the flow of wisdom.
Correct.
Yeah, I always understand.
Correct.
this.
So there is one Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati within oneself. There is a central nervous system, Ida, Pingada, and Shushnuma. The three within our body. So that is also merged, and if you tune them and merge them into one place, when you're free of ego, free of ill will, free of jealousy, free of all negative emotions, then the Triveni Sangam happens in your head, and from your Brahmarandra, from the top of the head, you find a shower of love from the divine. So the blood, 77% of your body is a blood, which is the Yamuna, and the Jnana Ganga, which is the Shiva's property. So the Jnana Ganga and the Saraswati through which we are sharing the knowledge. So Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati is also
Blood is Yamuna and Ganga is what?
the Jnana Ganga, the one which is
Jnana Ganga.
Jnana Ganga from the universe.
Jnana Ganga, blood, Yamuna,
Wow. And the wisdom talks.
and the
It's
Saraswati is the wisdom talks. So you have to talk. I told you you have to talk. You guys, very good. You don't preach, then it is all stay inside.
And when you share the knowledge, it becomes clean.
Very nice,
Oh.
very beautiful, very beautiful. Ah, very good. We repeat. The Yamuna flows in your body through the blood. The Jnana Ganga flows in you by hearing from the sages.
Universe.
And they're coming inside you and creating this understanding. And then if you speak about the Lila, it becomes the Saraswati. And it flows out from you. That's very beautiful. This is the Kumbhamela in everybody. But only if the flow comes out. Otherwise, not. So therefore, Krishna, Rama, Gauranga, all the Leelas of the Lord, they are eternal. There must be also that there's a Jagannath temple all over the world. There must be a Tirupati all over the universes. I would guess so. And because in Chardam, Parikram, you go to Badrinath, you go to Kedarnath, you go to Gangotri, Yamunotri, they're also eternal. So Himalayas must also be eternal. That means Krishna has to shift a lot of things from one universe to the other. Very nice, very nice. I very happy to hear this. How the divine is always shifting from one to the other, but it will never be absent. Aprakrita, prakrita. So, and our soul can join with the eternal by service alone. Without service, you cannot reach the Supreme. You can only reach His effulgence. You can only go to the Brahman effulgence without service. Just meditation or something. But if you want to meet Him, there has to be positive interaction. And the positive interaction is speaking. One of them. Others sevas are also there, but speaking is the Saraswati contribution.
With wisdom.
That the
With an intention of enlightening other soul and awakening their souls.
Yes, very nice, very nice. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Any questions or more commentaries? So Dwarka
Very nice.
is also inside this equation.
We, as a Dwarka residents, we were told Athe Dwarika, means the Dwarika Vasi goes wherever he stands. So yesterday, like many Jagat and told that it was, unbelievable the way I conduct myself in the Ramabhadracharya's camp. So when we go and approach somebody, we carry Dwarkadish with us and we tell him to do our work and he does our work. This is what we believe. The Dwarka is Athe Dwarika. Wherever the Dwarka residents are walking, the Dwarkadish walks with them.
Any other question?
I know Hindi.
हाँ हिंदी में बताओ हिंदी में बताओ
Something.
हिंदी में बताओ आप
बस
Yes.
आप हिंदी में बताओ
बस यही जानना था.
Chak. Chaka chak.
हाँ टकाटक चकाचक
Chaka chak.
I know
chaka, chak.
Hindi well.
Huh?
I know Hindi very well.
So when do you say chaka
Madhava
chak?
also Madhava
When do
also
you
knows
say
Hindi
chaka
very
chak?
well.
Chaka Chak is very brightening and shining life of the human being.
So in,
Yeah.
in practical life, when you say this chaka chak,
This is just like divine in one word.
divine.
Divine.
Okay, chaka chak.
Everything is
Bhagavatam ki jai.
everything is up to date. It's called chakachak.
Up to date.
So I told Ramabhadra Acharya yesterday, chaka chak, your presentation.
Chaka Chak.
No, but yesterday was the longest speech in whole this kumbhamela. Yesterday he spoke the longest. Generally speaks for 2.5, 2 hours, 45 minutes, 3 hours. Yesterday was 4 hours long. And still he met all of us. Because whole day he doesn't talk to anyone. Whole day nobody can talk to him. Only after finishing his speech, he's talking with people.
Jagat?